So this is a full body relaxed stretch cool down. Okay, so you've done your class and maybe we didn't do a long enough stretch and you just feel you'd like to do a little bit more, or perhaps you've been out and about during the day, body's feeling a bit tired and it needs some recovery. And that's what we are going to do. So stand tall, feet parallel, and I want you just to take a little bend into your knees. Doesn't matter what the exercise was, doesn't matter what the focus was. This is going to be a bit of everything. Let your arms hang, take a nod of your chin, and I want you just to slide your hands down the fronts of your thighs till you get to about your knees, and then slide back up. And again, slide down to about your knees, and back up. Just keep going and notice that the weight doesn't move through your feet. Okay, so try not to grab with your toes, try not to sit into your heels. Let's go a little bit further. This time slide down a bit further towards your feet and come all the way back up. And again, sliding down towards your feet. So you will go as far as feels right for you. Knees are soft. One more like this, and then we're going to hold the next one down towards your feet and back up. We're going to hold the next one all the way down and just hang. I want you to let your head feel heavy. Nod your head yes and no a couple of times. Maybe turn your head side to side. Great. Now just hang here. And I want you just to bring your head back to the center now. And I want you to bend your knees and start to straighten. So just let your head feel heavy. If you feel dizzy, if you feel unstable like this, then I want you to come very slowly back up to standing and then roll down again. Okay, so don't stay in the roll down if you've got high blood pressure, low blood pressure, you're feeling dizzy, feeling uncomfortable, then bring yourself back up and then come back down again and just roll up, roll down. If you feel safe to, stay where you are and just bend and straighten those legs 3 or 4 more times. And each time you straighten, see if you can get a little bit further into that stretch. Never any force. Couple more here. Last one. And roll yourself all the way back up. Take your time. Make sure that your head is the last part to return to the center and stand tall. I want you now, please, to take one arm to the ceiling and reach over. Let's take a lovely side bend, lateral flex, and just stretch out. Now, again, try not to let your hips move and just hold it. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, take it a bit further. If it suits you, take hold of your hand and pull that arm a little further. Watch your head doesn't collapse. Maybe it'll suit you, maybe not. That one's up to you. If this is too intense, bring your hand to here or leave your arm down by your side. Little bit further and let this arm, how far can this arm reach? Now come out of it slowly. We're going to take a deep breath into the upper side of the rib cage. And as we breathe out this next time, gently come back. Return your arm. So keep those hips quiet as you can and lift up and over. Again, maybe take hold of that hand. It's up to you. Pulling up and over and stretch it out. So in our post-exercise stretch, we want to really hold each stretch for between 30 to 90 seconds. I don't tend to do the 90 seconds because we have a lot to get through. But, you know, if you're doing a stretching video and you think that it's really working for you, just press pause, hold it for longer. 30 minimum, up to 90, up to 120, that's fine. Come slowly back to your center. Bring your arms out in front and we're going to hug a tree and open through the chest. Both arms back, 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 back. Now what you're going to do is bring your arms forward, take a little nod of your chin and wrap your arms around that imaginary tree and then open out and away and lift your chest. Great work. And take a little nod of your chin. Bring your hands in as though you're wrapping them around a great big oak tree. And other trees are available, of course. Open your arms away. And again, a little nod. Let's do 3 more. Open away. And a couple more here. Open away. We're going to just do that one more time. And open away, super work, and relax and bring your arms back down. So we're going to recover those shoulders. If you've been lifting weights, doing lots of work with your arms above your head or what have you, one arm across the chest. Now this hand takes hold of the upper arm. Now what I want you to do with your long arm is gently press into a resisting hand, just gently. Then relax and see if your long arm will go a little bit further. So I'm going to press my straight arm into my resisting hand, relax and see if I can pull my arm across me a little bit more and a couple more times, very gently. Progressive stretching, PNF stretching, I call it passive aggressive. So gently push into that resistance. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're only to sort of 3 or 4. And then see if your arm will go a little further, hold it, and now can you get that arm straight? So it may have wanted to bend, get that arm straight. Relax, take your arm away and open it right the way back and point your fingers away and feel that stretch through the front of the shoulder. So whereas we just got into the back of the shoulder, now really lengthen through the front of the shoulder. Hold it, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, maybe take your arm a little further. You could, where are we? You could use the door frame and turn away from the door frame. Okay, just gently, gently, gently turning away like so. You could hold on to a band, gradually taking your arm further away. Now come out of it with caution because it's an extreme stretch here. So just soften your elbow, bring your arm back in, give it a little shake. Let's go to side 2 then. Bring your arm across you, other hand holds on, gently does it, bring your arm around. And then again, your long arm presses gently into resisting hand. Relax, pull it closer. Press just gently. Relax, pull it closer. Press in gently. Relax, and again, pull it closer still. Hold, and then see if you can get your arm a little straighter. Listen to your joints. Listen to what your shoulder's telling you. Take your time, be gentle. Okay. If you're forcing it, the body will react and it'll stiffen, tighten, it'll stand, it'll, kick off. Now gently take your hand away. You're going to open that arm all the way back. Reach your arm away, 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 and then point your fingers away behind you. And again, if you wanted to, you could use the door frame just to turn. I'm on the door, not the door frame, obviously. Just to turn, but make sure it's not from here. Okay, so keep that rib to hip connection, keep that collarbone to hip connection, and just gently pull your arm further back. Okay. Now gently coming out of it, soften your elbow, bring your arm back in and let it hang and just let them have a little bit of a settle. Now we're going to come down onto the floor. We're going to stretch the fronts, backs of the thighs, outer hips. You may want a band or a towel. So if you know that maybe you're a little bit tight there, just bring a prop with you. You might want a cushion front of your head. I want you to come down onto the floor, please. Now you're going to take hold of your upper foot. So if your knee's a bit tight or if it's just not comfortable to hold your foot, grab that towel and put that towel around your foot. You're very welcome to use a band. The only thing with the band is obviously it's stretchy, but you might feel comfortable just holding on with your hand. That's fine, okay? And you may prefer to come down onto your lower arm, whatever, that doesn't matter. Now, your knee should be in line with your hip. Don't let it come out in front of you. Knee in line with your hip and keep your knee low. Watch it hasn't lifted up. Now very gently push your foot into your hand. Relax and see if you can encourage your knee to go backwards just 1/2 inch. Gently push your foot into your hand. Relax and see if you can take your knee a little further back. Twice more, gently push. So you're switching the quads on. When you push your foot into your hand, the thigh muscles switch on at the front. Relax them, and then maybe you'll go that tiny bit further. Just hold. Great work. And you're going to relax and let your leg lengthen out and bring yourself up to sitting and take that same leg and put your foot to the outside of the opposite leg. You might want to sit on a block or a cushion. Opposite hand pulls against that knee. So you're trying to take increase the length from the outside of the knee right the way around from the back of the pelvis. So gently pull your knee across you and then sit tall. Gently does it. Just draw your knee a little further and a little further. Wonderful. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, see if you can grow just a tiny bit taller up out of your spine. Fabulous. And relax. Super. Come out of it gently. And let's go on to side two. Again, use your towel, use your band if it doesn't suit you to hold on to your foot. So the idea here, what we're trying to do is increase the length from the front of the kneecap to the pretty much to our waistband. So it's not about how much we bend the knee, it's about lengthening through here. Okay, which is why it's very useful to use a towel. Don't upset your knee. Now gently, remember your knee doesn't sneak out in front of you. Keep it in line with your hip. Gently push your knee, foot into your hand slightly. And then relax and see if your knee will travel a fraction further back. And again, push your foot into your hand. Relax, take it a little further back. And again, 2-3 more times like this, just gently pushing your foot against your hand. Great work. Let's just hold it there a little bit longer. And if you're really tight here, then again, if you're doing this on playback, maybe just press pause and just stay here and enjoy that stretch. Now this is one, you stay where you are for a moment. This is one that you could do standing. You could also be here, remember. So there are lots of different ways. You could be here, you could be standing up, resting one hand on the back of the chair. Well, lots of different ways, that's 3, but you know what I mean. Okay, now gently does it. Let your foot go. And then from here up to sitting again, and we're going to go into the outer hip. Okay, so we're going to bring that same leg across. Bring your hands around the outside of your knee. Try not to slump. Try to sit tall and bring your knee across you and feel that stretch moving into the outer hip there. So I was talking with somebody the other day. I saw a really good post recently that I shared with some people about problems with knees often resulting in being weak on the inner thigh, tight on the weak on the inner thigh, tight on the outer hip. So what we're doing here is stretching the outer hip. My goodness me, we certainly do work to build strength into the inner thigh. But if you're finding this one really challenging, then again, maybe this is one that you need to build into your sort of regular timetable, regular schedule. Now take your foot away and take your feet wide. You're very welcome to have a little bend of your knees. If having your legs straight is pulling you into your spine, just soften those knees. Please sit on a block or a cushion, absolutely fine. Hands onto the floor and just slide forward. Just walk your hands forward and just hang there for a moment or two. And then slowly come back up. Okay, and sit tall. Now, can you, without force, extend your legs a little longer? If you can't, not a problem, but just have a go. Not a problem if they need to stay bent, that's fine. Let's come forward again. Okay, and come back up. Now this time we're going to do the same thing. We're going to reach down one leg. So just reaching down towards your foot, pressing into the opposite sit bone so you don't tip over. And come slowly back up and turn away to the other side and slide down. And come back up. Nice work. Bend your knees, bring your feet together, take your block or your cushion away. Let's come down onto our backs. Put your knees and feet together. Take your arms away. Knees and feet together and just drop both knees over to one side. and turn your head and look in the opposite direction. So turn your head to look away from where your knees are traveling to. And then bring your knees to the center and away to the opposite side. Let's do that one more time each way. Slowly does it back to center. So this is where we're just releasing through the back of the pelvis. You know, I talk about the SI joints. SI joints, so the pelvic spinal connection, also shock absorbers, taking the compression, the load from the spine that's traveling down into the legs. So they can take a lot of stress and tension. They can certainly present problems. Slowly does it center and away. But the SI joints, back of the pelvis, sacroiliac joint, iliac, the part of the pelvis, sacral, or is it going towards the tailbone, can be problematic. Okay, come back to your center. Take your left leg long and bring your right leg into your chest. Have your hands to the back of your knee and just draw your knee as tightly in towards you as you can. Now we're going to take this up and over into spine twist. You're very welcome to have a cushion handy. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right knee and pull it right the way over. And if that doesn't feel comfortable, grab a cushion and just put a cushion underneath your knee so that you don't go quite so far. If you're happy to, take your knee right the way over, turn your head if you're comfortable to, and look away. Now, if your shoulder allows it, extend your right arm out long behind you. So you're reaching your right arm away from your shoulder. Again, quite intense. If your shoulder doesn't like that, bring your arm back to your center. Now take your hand underneath your knee, just to take its weight, and guide your knee gently back to the center. Keep hold of your knee. Bend your left leg so your foot's on the floor. Keep hold of your right knee. I'm so sorry. Bend your left leg so your foot's on the floor. Keep hold of your right knee. I'm sorry. And just take it into a little circle, out and around. So the leg that just came across you, you're holding that leg and just circling. Back of the knee, front of the knee. It's up to you. And around the other way. Okay, now come back to the center, leaving the other leg bent. Take hold of the back of your thigh and just lift your foot and lower and lift and lower. And each time you lift, can you go a fraction further than the time before? Reach away and lower and reach. 3 more and you're going to hold the last one. Again, it may suit you to put a towel around the back of your thigh and hold on to that. That's more comfortable for you. And this next time, lift and can you hold it there? And then very gently encourage your leg to come back towards you without any force. Hold. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out this next time, just bend your knee, bring your foot to the floor. Put your knees and feet together and just rock your knees just a few inches side to side, not so far, just big toe to little toe, just again to relax through the back of the pelvis. Come back to your center, lift your left leg and send your right leg out long. Give your left knee a hug. Right leg straight out on the floor, right hand to the outside of the left knee and pull your knee all the way across you. Again, you have the option here to pop a cushion underneath your knee so that it doesn't go so far. And you have the option to extend your arm out long behind you. Great, hold it here. Breathe into the upper side of the rib cage. Use this as a way to use your breath as a way to progress the stretch, to breathe into the upper side to elongate the muscles, the rib cage. You don't get the muscles around the upper side of the ribs. Now take your hand underneath your knee. Take the weight of your knee, guide it back center. Take hold of the back of your knee. Bend your opposite leg so that your foot is on the floor, and just take this knee for a circle. Just take it out for a walk, 3 or 4 in each direction. Round the other way. Now come back to the center, keeping hold of the back of the thigh, and just lift your leg to the ceiling and bend back down. And lift and lower. It doesn't matter how far you go. You will do what is appropriate for you. Okay, now if you've done a class or some form of exercise that's really challenged the backs of the thighs, then they may feel really tight and you may need to do this for a bit longer to see some progress. If you haven't really hit that area of the body, then it may not be quite so challenging. And also, you know, every other areas will tell you what's going on, whether it's the hip or the knee or back of the pelvis, lumbar spine. Let's do 3 more and hold the last one. Lift up and hold. And just very gently lengthen, reach out of your toes. Stretch that leg as long as you can. And relax, super work. Bend your knee. Bring your foot to the floor and bring your legs back so your feet are parallel. Heels in line with sit bones, and just flatten your back. Pick up your tailbone, roll up into a very low bridge. Don't go too far. Just really enjoy that lengthening through the lumbar spine. Roll yourself back down. Pick up your knees and give your knees a little hug. Lift your forehead if it suits you and try and touch your knees to your forehead. Bring your head back down. Bring one foot back down. Second foot. Let's do that one again. So you're going to flatten your back, tip your hips backwards, pick up your tailbone, roll up into a low bridge, not too far. Curl back down. Lift one leg, then your second leg up and in towards you. Give your knees a hug, maybe lift your head if that suits you. Lower your head back down, take one foot to the floor, take your second foot to the floor. Let's come into a full body stretch. Arms overhead, legs along, point your toes, pull your fingers away, make yourself as long as you can, stretch it out. Full body stretch. Relax, bring your arms back down, bend your knees, roll to one side, and we're going to come up through the up stretch. If that doesn't suit you, I'm going to ask you to come up to standing and then roll down. Otherwise, come with me. 4-point kneeling. Hook in your toes, lift up your hips, press your heels into the floor. Push your hips upwards, push your heels downwards. Push the floor away from under both hands. And walk your hands back to your feet and just hang. Slowly does it. Prepare to roll up, a little bend of those knees. Take your time, rebuild your spine. All the way back up. And once you become upright, carry on. Reach up to the ceiling, stretch up tall as you can. Relax. Bring your arms back down. And just to finish, look over one shoulder. Return your head center, look over the other shoulder. Return center and relax. I hope you feel suitably stretched out. Well done. Thank you.